Welcome back here to Up North at 4. Beth and April are joining us now to talk about the Storybook Gardens in Three Lakes. Now, it does kind of sound like what it is, right? A storybook garden, but just to explain a little bit more, because I know Jeff was a little confused. What is a storybook garden?
So a storybook garden is a space that has a book house, and the space has a theme. So in the book house, we have nonfiction and fiction books that families can enjoy. We provide a bench for the families to read the stories together. And then we provide an interactive activity that's also related to the books and the theme.
Okay, so the space is not themed off of the book. The space has a theme of its own, right? There's more than one book in there.
Well, it actually kind of goes both ways, depending on which one you're at.
Choose your own.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so like at the Three Lakes Historical Museum, that has a Laura Ingalls Wilder theme. So those two are kind of connected really well. But at the Writer's Center, they have a Peter Rabbit garden and an apple garden, which has nothing to do with what the Writer's Center does, but you know, the books are related to those themes.
Yeah. Okay, and so there's different stops all across the town of Three Lakes. How many different spaces are there?
Well, we have 12 book houses this year. We had 6 last year. We had at the Demmer Library and at the Writer's Center and the museum. There were 2 at each of those. And this year we were able to, the downtown businesses were very generous in wanting to sponsor spaces. So this year, 5 of our 6 new spaces were at, or are at downtown businesses.
Three Lakes is so creative. The kids who are using these rooms and adults as well, what's their reaction to this?
They love it. So the cool thing is the Demmer Library, in conjunction with these 2 wonderful local partners, what we do then is we made up the map, we made up these locations, and so if you punch each one, if you go to each one and punch it with a special punch and bring it back to the Demmer, we will give you a gift card to a local business. And so you have a little prize for doing it. The families love it. I've heard they've gone back multiple times. It's great for all ages because there is a nonfiction book and a fiction book. So I've had whole families will go together and bring children as little as, you know, 6 months, and then kids as 13 and 14. We don't mind, we don't care, we just want to give you the prize. We're excited that you went to these, and they really like the new spaces. We've just heard a lot of positives about it.
Yeah, we've done scavenger hunts. We could probably tackle this one as well.
I think so, but we would have to read.
Which requires time.
It does require time.
Which is tough for us.
And I also, I was not good at book reports.
I wasn't either. Well, you were a 4th grade teacher, right?
Yes.
So our book reports, like, can we do without one? We don't have to do those, right?
No, you do not have to do it.
Okay, so that's a plus on our
All you gotta do is punch the punch. That's all you gotta do.
A special punch, though.
Let's say, the special punch, that might get us.
You can't go buy like a hole puncher and punch them yourself.
But you have to punch the brochure, not each other.
We will do that as well, probably. But you were mentioning, too, there's different themes at each of these spaces. April, was that your idea to come up with this? Whose idea was that with the themes?
Actually, the whole Storybook Gardens of Three Lakes is an idea of myself and my friend Mary Lynn Garbowitz. And we had 3 goals with this project. Obviously, we're both retired teachers, so we wanted to promote literacy. But something else we wanted to do was to bring families to Three Lakes. We wanted to make something in Three Lakes happen that people would be drawn to come there and just see what Three Lakes has to offer. And thirdly, another goal we have is to really incorporate a lot of different entities within the community and show how we can all work together to create something positive for our community. So we've had the Lions Club involved, we have the library involved, we've had a couple of the foundations in town involved, besides individuals, and it's just been a really, really wonderful project.
Yeah, I was going to say, so when you and Mary Ann sat down and put this together, what's it like to look back now? You have 12 of these, and to kind of say, now it's blossoming, it's growing.
You doubled.
Is there like a sense of pride going on here? I mean, I would just be so excited.
Well, we are excited. We are very excited, and it does our heart good when we drive through town and we see people enjoying them. When we had the kickoff this past Monday, but they were all set up even before that, and people were already asking April at the library, when are they going to open, when are they going to open, and we already saw people enjoying the spaces who knew what they were all about. So We just,
cool.
it's been wonderful. Very much a blessing for our community.
I'm sure April too, like you'll see some kids who maybe are first starting to get involved with the Storybook Gardens, and now they're going to the library on their own, right? I would imagine that you see that all the time.
Oh yeah, they'll come to us, and the great thing about it is too, they come to us anyway. We have summer reading programs in the summer, and so part of this is to do a kickoff with the gardens to promote the gardens because they are such a neat thing. The other thing that's really cool, being that we are a tourist community, is that this is something they can do on their own time, on their own days. So it's something we really love to promote again as part of that. So they'll come in for books, and then we say, here's other ways to make connections. Here's other ways to do summer reading without doing just our program. And it's really neat because then they get to walk around town and see different things. One of the stops is even an ice cream shop in town that has a giant cow that you can milk.
Whose activity is to name the cow this summer.
I would name it.
Well, there's nothing more magical than when a child connects with a book, though. In that world, that space is really kind of truly special.
So it takes me back when I was a kid. I would always spend the summers like with my mom when it was nice out reading in the
get in that
backyard.
zone.
Oh, it's so much fun. But so Jeff, I don't know if you're a big Harry Potter fan. You know, speaking about
Of the
books.
movies, yes.
I'm going to be quizzing you on Harry Potter in a little bit, so we'll have to see how this goes.
could.
Okay, I'm going to take a quick break on Up
We'll see
North
what I
at 4. Test his skills after the break. Stick with us.
Help!
And welcome on back. So I mentioned at the top of the show, you might remember, last night the NBA draft kicked off. Johnny Davis from Wisconsin, a lacrosse native, was selected by the Washington Wizards. Just a little fun fact, I lived in lacrosse for a little bit, so I actually got to cover. I got to meet Johnny while he was growing up in high school. And, you know, they always say, such a humble guy, super nice. Everything that they say about him, 100% true. I loved being able to meet and work with Johnny. So I know the entire city of La Crosse is super excited for him. I'm super excited for him. And obviously, he's a Washington Wizard now. Jeff, I know you're not the biggest NBA fan, right? I know you guys big basketball fans.
Not
can be
really.
honest.
No,
not really.
But I have Google, so let's
He
go.
does have Google. You guys like Harry Potter, though, right?
Oh, yes.
Okay, so of course, I figured if Johnny Davis is now a wizard, we should play a game called Wizard or Wizard. So it's simple. I'm just going to give Jeff a name. You need to tell me if it's a wizard, the basketball player, or a wizard from Harry Potter.
Got it.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
All right.
Makes sense to you guys? All right. First one is going to be Cassius Winston. Harry Potter wizard or basketball player?
Basketball.
As your guess?
Yes.
You guys think so?
I
Yeah, I'm
agree.
with
Let's take a look here. It is.
Yes.
So 1 for 1, Cassius Winston. Hey, you know, shout out Griffin Destroying, our one sports reporter, Michigan State guy.
Yeah.
Cassius Winston, Michigan State guy. All right. Ready for number 2?
Yep.
How about Ludo Bagman? Any thoughts?
Ladies?
I think he's phoning a friend
I
already.
think Harry Potter.
You're thinking Harry Potter?
Ludo?
Oh, we're split.
No, I'm gonna split.
I think
It's up to you.
Harry Potter.
You're thinking Harry Potter? Let's take a look. Ludo Bagman is from Harry Potter. He's an athlete
Like
in the
Ludo
Wizarding
is-
world, a
Yeah.
Quidditch player. All right. So far, so good, Jeff. I'm actually very impressed. So can you get this? I know. All right. Can you get this next one? How
Okay.
about Igor Karkaroff?
Igor.
Igor.
Igor is totally Harry Potter.
Why?
Yes.
Because Igor just sounds like a mythical creature made up for a movie in a book.
The Tri-Wizard tournament, I believe.
I
They
believe-
know.
I
They
think
know.
you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, they were right. Let's take a look. Yep, Igor Karkaroff. He was in Harry Potter. So far, 3 for 3, Jeff. You are impressing me. I'm
Nice job,
impressed with
ladies.
you so far. All right, I got one more for you. Are you ready for this one?
Ready.
Are you ready for Tomas Satoransky?
Basketball.
Basketball?
Basketball.
Basketball, okay. 3 basketballs across the board.
Yes.
4 for 4, Jeff Weller. You know.
Wait, there's not a tie break, like 5? There's not 5?
No, you won 4 for 4.
I didn't even have to Google anything.
You know your Wizards, Jeff. So, I mean, he says I don't know basketball, but I'm starting to maybe think.
Did I pay attention?
I think he might pay attention.
And I run a newsroom where I hear things all day long?
That,
Okay,
that probably is what it is. Well, ladies, thank you guys so much for stopping on by. And of
Thank
course,
you.
I don't know if it'd be weird if Jeff and I started showing up to.
Oh, I think that would be
Storybook
We need to get our
wonderful.
cards punched.
We do. I would love to
At
get the
very
cards
least, come in.
punched.
The Demmer has a big shark you can take a picture in this year because
love
of
the
our summer
shark.
reading
Yeah.
program. So at least come by and stop and
I
see
might,
that. and the
even if it's
gardens.
just to see the shark, I
Yes.
might have to do
Yeah,
it. Well,
yeah.
thank you guys so much for
Thanks,
coming
guys.
Thank you.
and joining us today. We'll be right back here on Up North at 4.